Hi, welcome to Gary's Hobby Studio. In this video, I'm going to go over a couple of things that I experienced with this build, and I'm also wanting to show you the RTX capabilities of the A4000. I know it's probably not going to be that impressive with the game that I selected, but it is what it is. So the first thing I want to go over is the fact that the problem I ran into was that I was using the Microsoft 24H2 ISO. And for some reason, once Windows installed, everything worked with the Microsoft driver. I installed the AMD chipset drivers. Nothing crashed. Nothing did anything crazy. Here, what happened was as soon as this thing connected to the internet, like once I installed the network driver, plugged the network cable in, boom, this thing, it automatically installed the NVIDIA driver from Microsoft site. And then all of a sudden, the displays were blinking on and off, like it was trying to either try to determine the size, and it kept saying, hey, that's out of range, whatever the case may be. And then it would just start going into reboot hell. It just kept rebooting and rebooting and rebooting. And I could reinstall it or anything. So my first thought was, okay, the graphics card's bad. So I went through, I swapped out the A4000 for the P620 that I did have. I think, yeah, as a matter of fact, here's my P620 right here. Because I got different graphics cards now in that, excuse me, in my server. And this one did the exact same thing. I don't know why. So here I was talking to a guy I work with, and he was having problems setting up an image because we prepare an image and we use Smart Deploy where I work. So he has to build the image in VirtualBox, and then some process, it extracts it from that virtual machine and makes the image so that it lays it out on our work laptops and everything. And he was having problems with it. So I thought, So I was trying to get a 23H2, and there's a site, and I downloaded it, but it was kind of a little sketchy to me. I mean, I know it's probably legit, but I don't want to take any chances. So luckily, I had a 23H2 on the NAS storage for my Proxmox server, so that like all the ISOs are in one place and stuff like that. So I managed to get it off of that storage, which was great. Installed it, did the same thing. I did the AMD driver pack first, and because I also was thinking possibly the motherboard until the ISO problems that we were having at work. So once I installed 23H2, I installed the NVIDIA drivers. Everything works because that's what this is on right now is 23H2. It hasn't been updated to 24H2. So that was the biggest problem that I had was that. I thought the hardware was messed up. I was going completely bat crap crazy over it. But it's definitely something with Microsoft's image. I'm sure Microsoft will blame NVIDIA, NVIDIA will blame Microsoft, and oh boy. But I'm not even going to try to figure out what it is. I got it working right now. Like I said, at some point I'm going to update it to 24H2. If it takes a little bit, I'm totally fine. So let's go ahead and fire up Quake RTX. And I will switch over to it. I'll probably may have to mute the sound on it. I don't know. I mean, it's not going to be that long. It's only going to be like 10 seconds.
The head of SETI will give a full press conference.
I'll mute the desktop audio as soon as I can find my mouse. There it is. So there we go. All right. So hopefully it won't mute me. It probably won't. It probably just mute the desktop audio. So let's return to the game and crap, I have to do this same thing again. All right. Now that we finally have it where we need to be. All right. So here's the game. As you can see, I'm moving it around. So let's go ahead and fire that F1 so that it updates the computer. So basically, I mean, I know it's supposed to help with like all kinds of lighting and oh my god, it's been a while since I've played this game. So let's go. And as you can see right here, I mean, that actually looks like water. Okay. And I'll quickly show you the other game without RTX in case if nobody's seen it or anything. I'm sure a lot of you have. It's just me. I mean, I've seen videos whenever they talked about this and stuff like that. But as you can see, I mean, that like really does look like, you know, like water that you would see if this was real. All right. So let's go ahead and hit escape, quit game. All right. Now here's the original without the ray tracing. All right. So let's go with single player, new game, Quake 2, easy. And I know I have to wait. Oh, come on. The weird thing is the intro looks better on the original than it does on the other one. And I don't know why. I also got to see, well, they probably didn't update the executables for the other like expansions for this because I bought this off of Steam. I think I also have it for Windows with all the different expansion packs that came with it. I know I found it for Linux, and I'd like to try it on my one laptop and see if I could get it to work. I don't know why it's closed captioning, but anyway. Here we go. All right. So we do that. We do that. So let's move forward. All right. And as soon as I can figure out how to crouch down. Okay, it's shift in this one. And like I said, it's been a while since I've played this game. Okay, and you can see that haziness here. And that's why, like I said, I like the way the RTX works. It'd be nice if they could update practically all the Quake games that I have with the RTX. I doubt if they will. I know this was NVIDIA and it was just to sell graphics cards, but still, I think it's cool. I like Quake 1, Quake 2. Quake 3 was Quake 3 was okay. Quake 3 Arena was eh. I'm not into multiplayer. I mean I suck at playing video games, and I kid you not. Let me just go ahead and game with go back to here. So there you go. Like I said, this thing's pretty awesome and stuff. I mean, I didn't even watch like how much CPU between OBS Studio and Quake was taken up. Probably with the way this hardware is, it's probably not eating a lot of system resources or anything like that. So, till next time, I'll probably show you some other things that are going on that I'm doing with it. And as I always like to say, have a good day, guys. Take care and see you next time.